Hello everyone, welcome to day 22nd of September LeetCode challenge, and today's question is maximum length of concatenated strings with unique characters. In this question, we are given an array of string. We need to identify the maximum length of concatenated strings that only contains unique characters in them. We need to return its maximum possible length. So I'll be explaining the examples that are mentioned here as well as the solution in the presentation. So without much ado, let's quickly move on to the PPT. Maximum length of concatenated strings with unique characters, LeetCode 1239. It's a medium level problem on LeetCode, and I also feel the same. We just need to get a good hold of the question and then we'll be able to come up with the algorithm. So let's get started. The question says we need to form bigger strings using the previous strings that are there in the input array. There is one constraint that was specified in the question, that once you club a particular string A with the particular string B, you can only do that if all the characters in the final string are unique. For example, you can club UN with IQ because the final string that will be formed would be either UNIQ or IQUN, either of them, and you will see that all the characters in the concatenated string are unique. There is no repetition in it. However, when I try to concatenate UN with UE, the updated string that I'll get would be similar to UNUE, and you can see that you have U repeated twice in the updated string. So this is not a possible candidate for your answer. We have to skip this and ignore this. Let's hypothetically assume there was another string that was there in the input array. Let's assume it to be PQR. So what is the length of the longest concatenated string that can be formed? It would be UNIQ. We have added these two strings to generate a bigger string of unique characters, which is UNIQ, and then we will be going ahead with the merger for PQR. Since Q is repeated here, we can't merge these together. We have to ignore this up. Let's assume there was another string named ABC, and then we will go ahead and try to merge UNIQ with ABC. So once we merge these two strings up, the updated string is something like this: UNIQ followed by ABC. The order really doesn't matter, and you can see that all the characters in this final string are unique. The length of this particular string is 7, and we have to return 7 as the answer. I hope you understood the question. There is one interesting case that I would like to highlight. Let's hypothetically assume that that in the input array we have a string named LeetCode, and what do you observe in LeetCode? You can see that there are multiple characters that are repeated multiple times. For example, E is repeated thrice, and we have L, T, C, O, D. So these are unique. E is the only repeated character. We have to skip such strings. Wherever the repetition is happening in the string itself, that won't be a valid possible candidate for your answer. These are the two constraints that you have to remember while building the algorithm. Let's look at the final algorithm. Let's hypothetically assume that the input array that is given to us is A, B, C, D, E, A, code, G, H. I have taken a slightly different and longer example so that you get a good hold of the concept. What I'm going to do, I will try and build my answer array. It will hold the possibilities of all the valid candidates for your answer, and initially it will have empty in it, because if assume that all the strings concatenation or individually are leading to duplication, there will be no possible answer. The length would be 0, and that would be the case. So let's start the iteration. Here the first input string that I see is AB. So when I concatenate my answer set with AB, is any character repeated? It's not. So I'll add AB into it. So AB gets added. Now this is the updated answer set. Let's move on to the next iteration. I see CD. So when I merge CD with the first element in my answer set, is any repetition happening? No. So CD also becomes part of my valid answer set. Let's move ahead. We have AB plus CD. So when I'm merging AB plus CD, the updated string or the concatenated string is ABCD, and there is no repetition in it. So these string also becomes a valid option for an answer. So we have to merge these two together for the next iteration to happen. So the updated answer list is something like this. We have empty, we have AB, we have CD, and we have ABCD. Let's progress ahead. Next we see is EA. So using EA, we are trying to form the answer set that will lead to non-duplicate elements. So we have EA, will merge empty with EA, it becomes a valid possible answer set. And next we have AB. If I merge EA with AB, you can see duplication happening at A, so that won't be part of our answer. Next we have EA and CD. If I merge EA with CD, the updated string is something like this, EACD. There's no duplication, so that becomes part of our answer set. Next we have ABCD followed by EA. A is again duplicated in it, so we have to simply ignore it. Once we are done with the iteration at the second index, we have to add the newly created answer candidates to our answer list. So the answer list becomes updated to empty followed by AB followed by CD followed by ABCD followed by EA followed by EACD. Let's continue the process. Next we have is code. If I merge code with an empty string, it doesn't lead to any repetition, so code becomes part of our answer. And next we have code plus AB. So there is no repetition in it. AB code, that means it becomes part of our answer. So I'm writing AB code. Next I have is CD. CD plus code, C is getting repeated, I have to skip it. Next I have ABCD. ABCD plus code, C is getting repeated, skip it. Then we have EA. At EA plus code, E is getting repeated, skip it. Next we have EACD and code, A and C and E are getting repeated, skip it. So there were two more candidates that we got after this iteration, and we can add these two up. So I'm not rewriting them, I'm just adding them up. Let me just change the color of pen for better understanding, and let's take blue this time. So let's add those up, and the updated data set becomes empty string ABCD, ABCD, EA, EACD followed by code and AB code. Let's walk through the last iteration. Next we have is GH. So GH plus empty string leads to an GH string, and it has no repeated character, so we are good. Next we have AB. AB plus GH leads to ABGH, no repeated string. Next we have CD. CD and GH, no repeated string, so we are good. Next we have ABCD plus GH, all good. ABCD plus GH, all good. Then we have EA. EA plus GH, no repeated string, all good. Next we have AECD plus GH. AECD followed by GH, all good. Next we have code and GH, all good, followed by AB code and GH. So we have AB code and GH. So we have to add these many entries as part of our answer set. And what is the longest length of string that is there in this answer set? It is AB code and GH. So AB code and GH will give us the length of the longest possible concatenated unique string, and its length is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 is the answer which is expected. I hope you got the context. Now let's quickly walk through the coding section. I've created a new array list that will contain all the candidates for my answer, I've created a new variable that will give me the length of the longest such possible string. I added an empty string to start my iteration, and I start the iteration by iterating over all the elements of in the input array. I check if my current string has all the unique characters or not. If it doesn't have, I simply skip that string. Otherwise, I go ahead and create a new list named new answer list with current string. I start the iteration over my answer list. I create a new string containing whatever my answer list element was already there plus the str string which is under iteration. I create a new string and I check if that string has all the unique elements or not. If it has, I update it to my new answer list with current string array, and I compare it against my answer variable ans equals to math.max ans comma temp.length. And once I'm done with the iteration, I add my new answer list with current string into my answer list array, so that we have merged the new candidates into the previous answer list. And once I'm done with this, I simply return whatever length of maximum length was possible in my answer list array. Let's talk about this helper method. We have check unique character strings helper method that returns the boolean. It accepts a string. I check if the length of my input string is greater than 26. That simply means that there is duplication happening, so I skip and return false in that case. Otherwise, I go and create the frequency array. I start the iteration over all the characters of my input array. I update the frequency as I progress ahead. If my frequency turns out to be greater than 1, I return false. Otherwise, my method returns true. Let's try this up. Accepted. This brings me to the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for viewing it. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates from Coding Decoded. I'll see you tomorrow with another fresh question. But don't forget to watch the $1 million advice video that I have posted in the comment section if you have not already watched that before. Thanks again. All the best.